As we finished previous part by installing this helm pump, and if I wouldn't want to have an autopilot, then you just plug all fittings and go. Yeah, put the new steering wheel, by the way, the new one is really nice. I have two of them. I haven't decided which one yet to use, but let's talk about this later. Maybe you will help and I will sell one. But apart from just gentle driving instead of this old mechanical driving, I wanted even more. I wanted not to drive at all. Not to steer at all, I mean. Yeah, why? Because I wanted to watch YouTube video while I'm boating on this radio. If you followed my channel, you know it's a big project about sound system, new sound system in this boat. And so, because I want the autopilot, we come to different kinds of fittings, connections, and autopilot pump. There were a lot of headache with fittings and pipes, and I covered them either in the first or in the second part. You will see in the description below. You really need to watch this, because from the original set, almost nothing when you try to connect two pumps in a tiny space especially. So again and again in this video we remake everything, not everything, but a lot, and we visit Wurth several times again. And yeah, so I cover not small, really big things and specific aspects that you probably cannot find anywhere else, and problems that I wish you wouldn't have. So you can either be attentive and withstand with my English, or you can just scroll to keyframes I set in the description and then understood totally nothing. So, but as wise people, let's first start from the user installation manual. We have documentation for the steering hydraulic systems from SeaFirst and diagram for installation of the second helm pump. They don't cover autopilot pump, and we have a manual for the autopilot pump from Hy-ProDrive. Raymarine will be the same. They have A and B ports. I marked them here. They have also a kind of diagram, but neither here nor here you will find an answer to the question to which side you should connect A or B, to port or to starboard, to left or to right. You can figure out what this cylinder does. You can also see, if you follow the diagram here, you can also see that the second pump is just exactly parallel. So it's maybe quite difficult to follow, but it is like this port, let's say left from our view side, is connected to the left side also. So like they are paralleled, which is logical because both steering wheels should steer to the same direction. This diagram explains what you would have if you have just one helm pump and nothing else. It's quite clear. So this side is connected to this side. Actually, the better picture they have somewhere here about like cross wiring. Not wiring. Wiring is from electricity. So yeah, here they show. Yeah. So you can stop and read the text if you wish, but the idea that when you watch from the steering wheel side, the spot will go here. That's fine, yeah, so it's very clear. But we install the pump, which means the second reverse pump, yeah, actually, yeah. So this is reverse pump, and it's not clear. Nothing is explained about it. So I called their support in the UK and asked them, and I believe they gave the right answer. Sometimes support, front-end support, just read FAQ template and don't provide the right answer, but I feel that they gave me the right answer, and I think it's logical. So they don't say where you connect A or B, to port or starboard, because when you install the autopilot, it will automatically detect during the installation procedure where should the motor rotate. So, and also being an engineer, electrical engineer, I understand the motor, you just reverse polarity and it make the rotation of the motor. So yeah, it's really I guess quite easy job for the autopilot to understand where you should rotate the motor inside this pump. So once again, doesn't matter A or B, to port or to starboard. It does matter here when you initially install the system just for the hydraulic steering, but it doesn't matter to which plug. B you can plug actually here or there. So I will follow maybe this picture in my case. So yeah, okay, so B I will connect to that port and you will see this. That's how we go. Let's take a look at the user manual and the most important points about the installation. Yeah, so they offer, in my case, because I cannot install horizontal, I will install vertical, and they recommend the motor up side, well, the motor on the top. I don't remember, somewhere it's written here, and they tell that reservoir should continuously rising, and for that reason they recommend to install it here. That's what I'm doing now, because by default this nut or cup was here, and I was thinking that I will install here, but because the pump will be installed this way, yeah, and reservoir cable should always rising as written here. That is important. So, and the plug will go here. So keep hose and cable runs short. That's what I aim to do. If needed, I will go and make the new cables. So mount away from the source of heat, well, not for Finland. Install the pump above areas liable to flooding. Yeah, so it's more or less okay place there, and I will also install eye socket water sensor to detect water in that area. I don't know if I include in this video. It will be alarm that will notify me by cellular in case of flood. Solid surface, yeah, I made it solid. That's you have seen. Keep away from vibration. Well, that's I can't do in my boat. Yeah, so if I will be running on the waves, it will, everything will be vibrating. So I don't know what will happen actually with this system under that vibration. So flammable materials, yeah, this plastic I hope is not flammable. PR plus, what is it? Pumpkin. Yeah, okay, so it's like this pump. That's what I told, yeah. So in any orientation, but reservoir lines should rise continuously. And yeah, if you mount it vertical, then motor up is preferable. That I told you. Yeah, that's it. So about the user manual installation. Other things, well, I didn't find any important things there, just about wiring, etc. By the way, I found it's even beneficial because now I have easy access for tightening these nuts. I can either put them first on the hose and then to here, depending on what is more convenient to me, because when there was here was all three nuts, I couldn't access them all easily. Well, yeah, that's great design, I would say, yeah, so I like it. And now let's go on the Autopilot pump installation to the wall that I made from this piece of plastic. And I decided to cover different marine plastics that are suitable for boat in a separate video. So I don't show you right now how I made this wall. And the video either already in the description or will be later, I don't know yet. There will be covered different types of plastic. This is King Starboard, this is PE 500, and so on and so on. Let's see. Well guys, the pump is the first we need to install and find the right place, and in my case it will be under that console, if you remember. So we have steering wheel here, and the pump was installed there. You can see, yeah, this is a very thin wall, and this card is for this drawer. It's another it is also the project for this board, but in another video. And one of the reasons why I do the drawer here, yeah, of course for storage some stuff, but also because I have cart now here, and I can do a lot of, I have access for the same reason also the cart there for the panel, again another video. So, and also when the drawer will go there, as you see, it has holes, so I designed it to be accessible this place anyway. And that what we see here, where I plan to install the pump, it's air bank. I don't want to drill anything inside, especially if I want a lot of drilling, like for the pump, for something else. So, and that's already side of the board and the whole to outside. The idea therefore is to install a piece of plastic here to make a wall, yeah, and the wall will be higher, so I can place more stuff, the pump here, and some maybe T-connector for NEMA, or maybe fuse box there, and computer will be on that wall, and this wall will be connected by angle profile here, which is not air bank and even doesn't go to outside. So, and another profile to this piece will be connected, so it will stay very well here, and I can put a lot of stuff to this 10 millimeters plastic directly in that case. So that's how I plan to do this here. Ow. So this place is prepared, yeah, it's quite stiff, everything here. I've been using a lot of profiles, of course, everything stainless steel screws, and this also profiles. Yeah, I connected from the opposite side this also. Additionally, through this wall, did some mistake, drilled a little bit low, and here, because it was outside, I didn't realize this immediately, so I have to use a rivet here and one extra hole. I don't know yet what I will do with this, how I will cover. And quite an interesting solution here is for the cable management is this clamp, and well, I will show you part numbers now from Mauser for this one here. You know, I don't remember an English name for this. Yeah, and you can put a lot of cables. Cables are going in my case from there. And I don't know if you watched my other video, I have pipe here and cable gland. The pipe, because the pipe is high, no water will go in, and it will allow me to put big connectors from the compass that I am going to install there for Autopilot. Either I already have this video on my channel or will have later, then subscribe. So, and the pump they recommend to place it by the motor up, so something like that. It will be somewhere here. It will take almost all space there. Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, so I will make wiring for this and then put it there. So this is Mauser part number for that stuff clump. I don't remember how it's called in English, because this time Mauser for some reasons in Finnish. They wrote me in Finnish. Usually it was in English. I have to ask them why they start using Finnish language. So, and this is part number. I think I found less expensive than other options, and I was looking for something with bigger capacity. I didn't know when before I received how good they will be, and I really liked them. So they are from Phoenix Contact. Yeah, so you can buy them, not expensive, and the normal stuff like that. Oh, you don't see, no, not that stuff. That stuff, you know it. Yeah, so also I don't know how you call this in English, nipuside in Finnish. So yeah, that's it. Good solution, because stainless steel is expensive and usually you cannot find the right stainless steel fast. Well guys, my advice for you, for everyone who never did this before: never order any cables, any hoses in advance, thinking that, well, they definitely will fit. Why not? I have just short place from here to there, so 75 millimeters. Sorry, cannot convert in inches right now. Is enough. No, look what happened. So I installed the pump here. Yeah, fortunately this drawer, when I designed, yeah, I didn't ask to make it longer, otherwise I wouldn't fit anything here. But at least when I moved pump down, then the drawer doesn't hit this wall, so it's okay. Well, lucky with that one. So, and I installed this way. I need a curve, or how you call this here, and that's it. They are finished here. Yeah, and the pump, the helm pump, is there. Maybe I could drill the hole here. No, not. I don't like this idea. Anyway, I think it wouldn't be enough. The place is very challenging. I cut all my hands doing things here. Very limited. Well, not so convenient. So I will need the new one. I estimated 25 centimeters. That I know it's 1 inch more. So 10 inches more. So I will go to order the new one. For the reservoir pipe, I fulfill their terms, continuously rising, as you see. However, look, yeah, so how it's here. Well, it has some distance, and moreover, the original one from SeaFirst is actually, how could I say this, jumped, bended here. You can see this small, because I rotate it now. It's because it was in the opposite 180 degree. Otherwise, it will be even worse. And this happened because this is just polyester inside, made in Japan, but not actually good. So it's correct that the guy from the Wurth was put me on fun or smiling when I told this made in Japan. So their cables with the metal inside, you can bend them without any issues like that. So I want to replace this, and I will try also. So 105 centimeters for that one, and let's see how it goes. Again, so my advice: never order any hoses in advance before you install the pump, both pumps, and then measure the distance and decide what length of hoses you need. And better if you have a piece of hose more or less close to hydraulic hoses, and estimate how they bend, how they go, and then you have the exact dimension. If someone would tell me this before, yeah, that would be really good. But they not expensive. Yeah, let's go to Wurth again. So guys, we are doing everything again. So we need to cut 101 centimeters of the cable if we want to get 105 with this kind of fittings. So 2 centimeters per each. Yeah. Some snakes here. Okay guys, now they look so long. Yeah, but it's just look. Yeah, so, and I decided to take this fitting and this one you have seen already. I think maybe in another part of the video, I think so. And this one, yeah, I am now in gloves because I am really tired to wash my hand after fiberglass. Well, okay, so there is also like O-ring and couple metal sealing, because I don't know if I go with that option or that option. I also prepared one cable male to male and other male to female. So yeah, it means that the reservoir cable I also decided to change to their cable with metal inside. Yeah, so you can bend it without any damage. And you have seen that the original made in Japan cable from SeaFirst with polyester just inside without any metal was already bended here, that I didn't like immediately. Anyway, from the piece that is left from the first cut, I also I asked them to put here the fitting and made this one that will be compatible with the SeaFirst fitting. I don't know if I'm going to use this, but because it's so cheap, the fitting and the job, then I decided let it be. For the same reason, I decided to take both options and try which one is the best. Well, yeah. Look, first I installed this pump permanently with screw because it was just temporary connection before. I decided not to use rivets here. I think it will be difficult to demount in case if I need it, because access is very restricted. So I've been using these screws, because stainless steel, of course, because I think there wasn't a screw included with this pump. But the most interesting, do you remember from previous frames of this video, the pipe here, the hose here, and do you remember this angle that I planned to use there on the helm pump? And now, well, I just now realized that if I put it here, I will have a really nice route for this pipe continuously rising. Well, absolutely wonderful. And guys, it means that there, let's see there. So there, here we have the long cable which is male, and how I will bend it here to provide this continuously rising. No, I can't. You see, I installed this angle again here because I have just one now. And what I really need to do, I need to make another shorter hose that will go straight to this angle from here. And you can imagine how nice it will be. It should be female on that side then. Yeah. So, guys, again going to Wurth. Yeah. And guys, here I will do this also differently. Strain relief I decided to put after I investigated and found that, well, that's quite a good option, because I didn't know in advance how this cable will go here, what will be the curve for them, and yeah, so many different if I would only knew in advance. So actually nothing do in advance, nothing order in advance, first check. Yep, okay, you will see. And so guys, I mean well, actually, why they wrote me unfinished this again, Kaipeli Holkit. It should be how it is in English now. Again, I don't know. Something I think like cable glance with strain relief. Yeah, the SeaFirst, they have also their own solution with a flange. So, and in my case, I'm going cheaper. I just buy this strain relief cable glance. Yeah, so PG16 actually. Yeah, so let's look on the Mauser part number here, and Mauser part number here is just about colors. And a flange I will make from actually this plastic. This or another one, I will have another video about plastics for the board. Maybe if I have, I put the link in the description below. And you understand that because it's 16 millimeters, we cannot feed fittings through this hole. That's why we have to make it before, so we can only put the cable, the hose, and I don't want to cut this part, this side, because otherwise I will need to redo everything here, because they have very original solution actually, which I didn't like. So I will need to cut on another end, which means we again go to Wurth. So I take it out from there, I put a two strain relief, and probably I will need to put a flange first. I don't know yet. That's I have to think about. And anyway, we are going to Wurth again to make changes here. And what I want to say that I think I already told this that never do anything in advance. Yeah, first think how you want to make it. But actually nobody told me about strain reliefs before. Yeah, maybe a script would be better for video, but that's not my style. And so we are going to here again.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Souvenirs.
So, and here it looks like we have a gap, but this is absolutely normal. Well, actually it looks like here we have a gap, but in compare with this one, it's the same. But actually I didn't test it yet. And this reservoir pipe we are doing from the right cable with the metal screening. How you call this metal around screening? Maybe screening.
I think screening.
Enforcing, yeah, metal reinforce, yeah, yeah, I think it's.
And they are pressing.
Which language is this? Anti-abrasive.
English.
Ah.
I don't know what it means. Still bread.
Again, the same procedure.
Yeah, with a bigger crimping size.
And here we have this shot reservoir. I think it's French reservoir. And so guys, that's how we did. Unfortunately, I think I didn't make any video about how it was before, but we cut here, yeah, we cut here because it doesn't go through here, yeah, of course it's clear. Then we put the hose here and here, yeah, so we have that part here sealed, and that's it. So, and then I put all this stuff to the flange, which I don't know yet, about which I haven't yet decided what I am going to use. I don't know, a kind of plastic. And I checked this nut will be, I will manage to put it here through this one. With one hand it's a bit difficult, but I will. So actually it means that if we have the hole of that size in the panel or flange, then it's okay. We put the hose through, and then we put this and screw from the opposite side. The only problem is just 10 millimeters here. So, and then sealing and nut, well, this wall should be about 4 millimeters, and I don't want to put it directly to the hole, and especially because I already have hole here, so I need to cover it with something. I haven't yet decided, but at least that's the solution, a cheap solution. I wasn't about cheap, it was just about what is available in my case, because I cannot buy any original SeaFirst flange here. So it was just Mauser part. You have seen it, I think 5 or 4 euros, dollars, it doesn't matter, and that's it. And you just need to do this in advance, so you don't need to remake it again. And then for the flange you have different options, and let's see what I will figure out in this or next video. Let's see. Let's also memorize datasheet for this one, in case if someone need, you can put on pause and check it. But the material is polyamide. I don't know parameters of this material about chemical and oil and other resistance, but you can Google. So -20, -30 degrees. Yeah, so in winter time we don't use the board, but we store this outside. Thread parameters here. Yeah, so about UV resistance, nothing is said here, but black is usually UV resistance resisted by default. So that's it. And guys, now I have to figure out what kind of flange I will make here, and where I decide to put the gasoline pipe. I think I want this in the middle, so, and only then we can put the cable there, connect them. It won't be soon, because other parts of the project are all related with this, so that's why let's now go and see just on the final connection under the board console. I'm not sure. Helm, I think helm. Guys, finally all hoses and their length are good for us. Look at this reservoir pipe, which is continuously rising that nicely and connected to the T connector. Not actually T connector, it's L type, a 90-degree connector there to the reservoir port, and these two hoses are fine. They are bended this way, so everything is fine here. The two final connection that are going to the cylinder, they will be done later. I will get back to this soon. And if you remember, it happened that the pump is lower than I expected because of the drawer interfere with the pump. So I don't know if you remember, the board is open console board, which means that in rainy weather, sometimes, depending on how quick I will notice this and depending on the blocked hole there, I lost what I wanted to say. So the water will rise either here or up to here sometimes. So I either store this in the dock or in my garden, doesn't matter. If I don't notice this, I want to be notified, and I will use iSocket water sensor for this. There will be description, link in the description below where I decided to use iSocket water sensor notification here in the battery, in my second battery place. So there are some details. That's actually the set. Yeah, it's here. So it's like the sensor and the plug, the main plug. Well, I don't want to show you all details here. I will tell you later now, I think, if I remember to tell this. But my idea here to install also iSocket water sensor, this one with the photo element, I will tell you later. Everything later. I should remember what I want to tell you later. But the point is that this has a hole here that I can screw to this profile, and then I can install this profile on the wall, and I can get the right level I need for the water flood, so that it doesn't notify me for small water, which might be quite fine. So that's what I designed to do here. About photo sensor, because before I forgot it. So they also have so here where I have seen this, sorry. So they have water leak alarm sensor and multi-liquid detector. Look, poor water detection. Yeah, so this is multi-liquid detector for poor water detection. Rain is poor water, distilled water, clean water. You cannot detect this with a normal water sensor, which is electrical water sensor. So photo element sensor you need to use in that case. That's why I am going to use this one. And by the way, it has the hole, and I explained you that this is beneficial here. So when it's flooded, I will just get voice, text, or WhatsApp or email. And about this final connection there, I cannot do this right now because I have to do a lot of different work here. So that's why I want to finish this part, and I hope you will like this and subscribe to see the next part. And I think in that next part I probably will cover more details about this iSocket water sensor solution that I will install here, as well as the Autopilot computer and everything we will install. So let's just finish this part here. I think it's quite enough for this part about the Autopilot pump and how to connect everything and all challenges and important things. If you watched this attentively, you probably notice a lot of specific things, yeah, about cabling as well. So, well, I'm talking too much, guys. Just like and subscribe, and and see you in the next part. Oh no, guys, wait a moment. About the steering wheel, I have two of them. Yeah, so we will finish probably in the last part about installing them, but I cannot decide which one I want to use. And so what do you think? What do you think? And one I will install and another I probably will sell it. So, and they are supposed for gentle steering. It wasn't gentle.